One of the common claims or questions is, are you communist? Are you socialist? Are you any kind of traditional ism? And the short answer is no. But it is easy to see why people may consider that as a possibility. So we do want to address that issues, because that is not the intent of the foundation. That's the intent, again, is to set people free, not have them under the control of any organizational structure, or have them under, the direct control, under threat of force by any managing authority. At the end of the day, the purpose of our foundation is to enable people, empower people, and to ultimately for the eradication of poverty. One of the original names I came up with that I still like was PEPI, which is Poverty Eradication Project International. But it's a systemic approach, so there is no singular solution being introduced. But in order to create a systemic solution, you have to create a system, and that system is triangular in nature, if you will, with the foundation at the top, and underneath that there's an incorporated body that is owned by the foundation, and under that incorporated body all of the commercial ventures will be run. The commercial ventures all pay their taxes in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles, yes. Okay, that's a matter of law. You have GAAP, which is required by law. You're going to go out and make money, you got to pay taxes on it. That's part of the current system that we live in. The difference is that with many of the international religious institutions and NGOs that have a similar program in place, the vast majority of the funds that are generated through commercial ventures are used to fatten foundation funds, or to fill up the campaign coffers, or to otherwise benefit the foundations, the NGOs, the religious organizations, and not for the benefit of the people. Philippine law is unique in that it is structured where it is required by law that 70% of net proceeds will be returned to programs that benefit the individual, the family, and the local community. You cannot just provide them with cash subsidies. Okay, that is not legal. It doesn't work. You create a dependency class, and it's just bad all the way around. But rather, what we are going to do is we're going to have the greedy capitalists running the corporations. We're going to have the greedy capitalists running the commercial ventures. That is absolutely imperative. We don't see anything wrong with paying outrageous executive salaries or obscene bonuses. Net proceeds at the end of the day are those proceeds generated after the operational expenses are all paid. So we want the greedy capitalists generating as much income as possible in order to provide a maximum ability, in order to maximize the ability of the foundation to undertake additional programs and for the continued growth and expansion of operations. Most of the founding members of the foundation are like me and enjoy a minimalist lifestyle. So we're not greedy sots. The bylaws and the articles of incorporation have to be established in such a way that those powers cannot be usurped, and that the people are mandated, if necessary, to hold the powers that be to account. The corporation cannot just take everything and dump it back into reinvestment and expansion of commercial operations. Those commercial operations have to be established for beneficiary communities. They have to be established in line with the needs and requirements of the local communities. And they have to be voted on and approved by the people that will be most directly impacted by those programs. They have to be voted on and approved by the foundation, and the incorporation, the incorporated body itself, will have a very, very small vote in that process through the ombudsman program and through the weighted voting system in place. The majority vote will go to the local community where the programs are being built, where the commercial ventures are being built. And at the end of the day, whether 70% is returned to the local community or not may be subject to existing programs and planned expansion. But again, that is going to be voted on by the people. The primary weighted voice goes to the people. Now they can't just come in and say, okay, we want the incorporated body to build this commercial venture that's absolutely pointless and stupid and has no potential for success, because that would defeat the purpose of the weighted voting system, wherein no one party can unduly influence or interfere with the operations of another. Just as we don't want the corporation expanding into areas that do not provide any tangible benefit to local communities or beneficiary communities, to the recipients of assistance, neither do we want the people to be able to come in and point the incorporated body into a direction where it will inevitably fail. That would, again, be self-defeating. So there is a fine balance there, but at the end of the day, no, we're not commies. We're not pinkos. We're not... Yes, we are aware of Chomsky. Yes, we are aware of Alinsky. Yes, we are aware of Marx. We are aware of Fournier. At the end of the day, yes, we are familiar with the principles of communism, socialism, capitalism, nationalism. We are aware of the philosophies, the many different philosophies that directly influence and impact what we do. We're aware of the psychology, and we've considered all these factors. So yes, we've looked at it from every different angle. If you're asking if we have an understanding of these different political systems that are in place, yes. But again, what we are building is not a traditional ism. It's not traditional capitalism. It's not traditional communism. It's not traditional socialism. It is a program that is unique, to some degree at least. Again, the program, the organizational structure in place is commonly used by international religious institutions and international NGOs. It is not a unique system. It is merely unique in the fact that we are going to ensure that, by law, the net proceeds, after we pay the outrageous corporate capitalists who are fattening our foundation funding and allowing us to continue expanding and to continue training and to continue housing and providing benefits for more of the vulnerable members of society, reintroducing them as contributing and productive members of society. So yeah, we don't have a problem with that, because the better they do, the better the people do. The better the people do, the better the communities do. The better the communities do, the better the state does. And at the end of the day, it's designed to be as efficient as possible within the context and within the socioeconomic and sociopolitical systems and environments that we all have to live and exist in. So no, we're not relegating ourselves to any singular ism. Ideally, we're taking a different approach that will prove to be the most viable path forward for systemically sustainable human growth and development. So if you would like to know more, or if you just want to debate any of these points, please do not hesitate to let us know, and we'll be happy to get back to you. Thank you. Bye. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment below.